All that I am starts right here. All that I am starts right here. All that I am starts right here. So ask yourself, who am I? Who are you? Are you a complainer? Are you a whiner? Are you an excuse maker? Who are you? Who do you want to be? So everything starts right here. So if you start telling yourself, I am wonderful, I am healthy, I am capable, I can do every and anything I put my mind to. Call it out as though it were. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Stop speaking negativity into your life, because everything starts right here. If you believe that you're sick, then guess what? You're going to be sick. There was a time when I believed and bought into everything that the doctors told me. I bought into everything that was up here in my mind. I couldn't walk right. I couldn't talk right. Everything. I believed it all. So my thing is, what do you believe that's holding you back? Are you claiming your dis-ease? Are you claiming my diabetes, my arthritis? Stop claiming it. We want to get back to basics. So let's just back it on up a little bit. Let's get back to basics. What does it mean to get back to basics? Getting back to basics means just eating whole foods. It means eating whole foods. Eating foods that's not in a package, that's pre-packaged, that's already done up for you with all kinds of chemicals and poison in it, because that's what's going to cause you to have dis-ease in your body. So getting back to basics. I came up with an awesome acronym, y'all. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Hold on. Getting back to basics. Believing and
staying connected with yourself.
Okay. I came up with an awesome acronym, y'all. Wait, hold on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Believing and
staying connected with yourself.
Okay. Good. Okay, I came up with an awesome acronym, y'all. Hold on, wait for it, wait for it. Believing and staying in connection with yourself. What does that mean? That means if you believe it, it's gonna happen. If you believe it's gonna happen. If you stay connected with yourself, then you know what kind of things that you're putting into your body, whether it's your stinking thinking, or if it's the food that you're eating, you'll know that it's causing problems in your body. True story? True story. This is my Skittles story. I love to tell the Skittles story. My kids just laugh so hard about the Skittles story. So back when I was addicted to sugar, and then this was after I went gluten-free as well, because like I told you before, being gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean being healthy. So I found ways to get my sugar. So I looked up candies that were gluten-free. Of course I looked it up, of course, because I wanted to still consume my candy. So I found out that Skittles was on the list for being gluten-free, just like Oreo cookies are vegan. Yeah, okay. So, so here's what I did. Skittles were like crack to me. So I would buy my Skittles by the package. Every time I would go through the checkout, I would get Skittles or Three Musketeer bars. But the thing with Skittles is because Skittles are filled with so many chemicals. They got red dye, yellow dye, blue dye. They got all these different dyes and plus a ton of sugar. So every time I would eat the Skittles, my hands would start to ache, my feet would start to ache, and I would get a headache, like a massive headache. But that didn't stop me. I knew that the Skittles were crack, and I still continued to eat the Skittles. So this is how bad it was for me, just that stinking thinking. And I didn't listen to my body. I didn't want to listen to it. It was like, okay, I hear you, body, but I'm going to do what I want to do. So if you're connected with your body, you understand that certain things that you may eat or even like put on your skin may cause issues, but we're going to talk about skin another time. So like I said, let's get back to basics. What I want to do is just like kind of give you maybe one recipe at a time, or you can get onto the YouTube channel Electric Gigi. Go ahead and subscribe, so that way you can you're leaning to the side, baby girl.
Oh, my bad.
So that way you can so I want you to go ahead and subscribe, so that way you can always stay update on what's going on, and I'll give you pieces of my story when you have a not so awesome camera person. But I want you to subscribe, so that way you can always stay tuned to what is going on. And I'm just going to give you like basic recipes to get back to basics. I want you to remember that as you go on this journey, that the food that's on the shelves today is not the food that we had 100 years ago. So you have to understand, people are going to say, well, you don't need to take all that out your diet to be healthy, or you don't need to do all of that to feel better, or just even to live a longer, healthier life without medicines and just without all the aches and pains. But it does take all of that. Trust me, it does take all of that. So I have a challenge for you. This is my challenge. I want you to start thinking about one thing you want to take out of your diet. Just one thing, whether it be sugar, pop, a certain candy bar that you eat that you know that's not doing you any good, or even like maybe eating out lunch. Maybe just don't do it 5 days, do it 4 days, and have one day where you pack and you prep your food. So my challenge to you is to think of one thing that you're going to get back to basics. Just one thing. Just one thing. Just pick it and commit to it. And then every time you want to do that thing, you tell yourself, you give yourself this talk, this pep talk, this mantra. All that I am starts right here. Because if you think that you can't do it, then guess what? You won't do it. If you think right here, oh, I got this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to beat this, then you will beat it. So just one thing. That's my challenge. One thing. Take out one thing. Let me know what it is, if you dare.